So I'm gonna make it like a more like a soupy and less to eat it with the bread. So I prefer more soup kind of. So I've added a water till at least this paya pieces gets completely dipped into the water. Let me add it more water, and now I'll put it on a medium flame. Let me mix this water. It looks like watery, more of watery, but once the dish is done, you'll feel like it gets the thicken automatically, because it oozes out some kind of material from these bones into this soup, which gives it a very best flavor. So now the water got into good heat. Okay. So now I'm gonna place this cooker lid onto it to get it cooked. So we have different ways of doing this. So one thing which is very fast, you can keep this on a high flame and cook it for around like 10 to 12 whistles on this regular Indian cooker. And if you wanted to get in more material out of these bones and cook it slowly, you can do it on a medium flame and cook it till like 10 to 15 whistles. Like you can go till maximum of 15 whistles. So I'm gonna cook it on a medium flame for 12 to 13 whistles. So you'll come to know once this after like 10 to 12 whistles, you will easily find the difference. You'll find the meat has got, the bones has got cooked completely, and you will find that meat will be coming out of that bone, and you can see the flavor of oil oozing out from this soup. And that's when you can open your lid and boil it on an open container, in an open container for like 15 to 20 minutes. So this is how we can make it like faster in like 40 minutes, like 1 hour or 1.5 hours, like because I'm cooking on a medium flame or a slow flame for 10 to 15 whistles, so it takes more time. So when you make it on a high flame and cook it till like 10 to 15 minutes, it cooks very faster, so it's very easier for you. Actually the traditional dish, they make it like in a copper bowls, and which we don't have here right now, so I'm using a regular cooker. So they add this all materials, whatever we did, on a copper bowl, and then they start cooking it on an open container for around like 1 hour or 1.5 hours. And once it gets to the thickness, again they add some water, they close their lid, and they cook it for around like 2 hours or 2.5 hours. This is how they cook it regularly in a copper container. And so it's very hard for us to take out of time around like 4 hours or like 5 hours from our schedule, from our regular schedule, and put it on this only for preparing paya. So this is how we make it very faster. And let's see, once we get this 10 to 15 whistles done, 10 to 12 whistles done, and we will look into the curry again back. Hello friends, welcome to Winnie's Cooking Time, and I'm very happy to start my website with the cooking of traditional and very tasty soup called paya. And it's a Hyderabadi soup, traditional soup, which is mostly cooked on winter seasons or rainy seasons. And this is one of the recipe which I got it from my grandma, and it was very traditionally, she explained me, and with her experience, but it was very hard to make it, and it takes around like 5 to 6 hours of complete time off from our schedule. So I'm gonna make this paya soup quick and faster, so that it gets completed in 1 or 2 hours without missing any of your those traditional tastes. And last Friday, when I was talking to one of my colleague, he was asking me how to do you make paya, and then I was talking to my grandma and she gave me the recipe, and that the evening, same day evening, I tried to cook this paya with her recipe, and I found that's one of the best soup I ever had till now, and it was very good, tasty, and it's very healthy also for your bones. So today we will start cooking paya, and for paya the main ingredient would be the paya, which is the bones of the leg. The front two legs of the goat would be the paya, and other ingredients would be turmeric, cloves, cinnamon, cardamom, this is shai jeera and garam masala, chili powder, and you have another one of the main and important ingredient called dried ginger, which is also called as sonti in Telugu, and this is a powder of sonti and pepper. So it's a combination of dried ginger and pepper powder, and this is coriander powder. And we need 1.5 medium-sized chopped onions, and 4 to 5 chilies as required, as according to your spicy, how do you eat, and ginger garlic paste and salt as required for the dish. First thing, the paya here, what we get is it's not burnt on the fire. And traditionally they cook it on the fire because this is the dish which takes more on time, for 6 hours. So initially what they do is they cook directly on the fire for around like 15 to 20 minutes, which makes this curry a bit more faster. So here what we get is like it's direct legs of the goat, and for better taste we can fry it on a regular fire, or if not, you can use the direct legs to cook. So right now I am trying to do it on the fire for a couple of the pieces and remaining as regular. And I have already grilled a couple of pieces in these before. So now we are ready to start cooking. For this we need a pressure cooker and 3 tablespoons of oil, and you can use oil of different ways, like you can use corn oil, or you can use canola oil, or you can use olive oil. For more healthier, you use olive oil. Right now I am using canola oil. So for this cooking we need around like half an hour or 1 hour of time. So I have added like 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Okay. Now add this chopped onions. So with this, in the meanwhile, when this onions gets fried, put it on a skim and let them get fried. Okay. For this we need basically dry garam masala. So in the dry garam masala I am gonna have four pieces of cloves. I got around like 1 lb of paya, so it's like 4 pieces of cloves, 2 pieces of cardamom, one piece of cinnamon, shai jeera, and 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of dried ginger and pepper powder, half teaspoon of garam masala, 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, and turmeric as required. Okay. So now in this when this onions are getting fried, I'm gonna add this dried garam masala. People can also add peppercorns according to their interest. If you want, you can also add some bay leaves to the soup. The cooking procedure is very easy, but the time taking for this to get cooked is a bit longer. Let's wait until this onions get to the golden brown color. Now we can add some chilies. So before this gets golden brown, like within like if it gets golden brown in like 2 or 3 minutes, let's add this chilies. Like as like regular curry, we should not fry these chilies completely, because these chilies get flavor when you cook with this soup. And you can also have these chilies in the soup directly, so they will not be spicy, they will be flavored with the soup, Paya soup. So fry them a bit, and at the same time we can add some turmeric as required. So I'm adding a pinch. And this dish is very famous in Andhra, saying that